If you're a heating air machine technician or even a salesperson, how do you deal with the buyer's playbook of let's just get to the point, and why does it matter? This is a super important question. I'm Scott Bell. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento, California, on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about you. All right, so there is a buying style, and this is a control issue, and I will let you know that 9 times out of 10, this is a dude, right? This is typically a man that this is gonna happen. You go to the office, you go to the house, they come to see you, and you're gonna say, okay, I'm gonna give you the agenda, here's how this works, here's what I do, here's how I operate. And they are gonna inevitably roll back at you, and they're gonna go, hey, you know what, let's just get to the point. And so what you need to know is 9 times out of 10, 90% of the time, the only thing that matters is price. And so you have to really get good at asking questions when it comes to being in sales and having conversations with people. And so this is the question that I typically would ask of the let's just get to the price dude, or occasionally let's just get to the price chick, 1/10 of the time, 10% of the time, right? So, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, is price the only thing that matters to you? And here's what's going to happen. You're going to get some pushback. You're going to get some vagary. No, well, yeah, maybe, I don't know, right? And it's super non-committal. Almost every time it's super non-committal. And the reason why is because if you can't get traction, if you can't have a conversation, there's nothing that you could use in the sales process. There's nothing you can do. And, this is a typical form of thing that happens when somebody has talked to 27 salespeople and they've bored themselves and they're super confused and they have a lot of stuff going on. Or at the end of the day, they have a price in their mind, right? Dude or chick talked to them already, and they have a price in their mind, and it's just meet it or beat it. Meet it or beat it. And my thing is, hey, look, at the end of the day, you don't even know what you're getting. If you don't allow me to be a professional and you don't allow me to have this conversation, I've got a lot of concerns. Prescription without diagnosis is malpractice. And you have to make some decisions. Me, I don't like the, hey, just get to the point, dude, or just get to the point, chick, because it's dangerous. That's the person that's going to complain about every single thing that goes wrong, and you don't have the ability to go, hey, we talked about this, because the only thing that you had was price. Right? The only thing you had was price. And this right here, right above me, is going to be a URL. Go to it. Is a really cool things that you could join as my email publication. I'll give you the goods, not the Facebook group, not YouTube channel. It's like right above my head. So you have to get used to the buyer's playbooks. There's tons of them in the sales process. There's about tons. When I say tons, there's about 9 of them, right? I've got 9 of them mapped out for you. And you have to get good with the person who's like, hey, just get to it. Just get to it. So I developed this thing called a walk and talk, probably like 2006, 2007, where I would say to myself, all right, you want me to get to the point? We're going to walk around your house. And here's what would happen is I'd say, okay, we need to go look at your furnace. So we would go towards the furnace, like, hey, you know what? Well, go to first. I got a couple things I got to go over with you. And I would tell them about the warranties and guarantees. And they're like, oh, no. You know what we need to do? We need to go to the electrical panel. We go to the electrical panel. Hey, I got a couple things to go over with you about the installers and what they're going to do. And like the people who were super savvy would be like, hey, time out. I told you I only want a price. Like, yeah, we're almost there. I take them to the air conditioner or the heat pump. And hey, there's a couple things I got to go over with you. And, I would be able to stretch this out sometimes 20, 30, 45 minutes, right? And I would preface it that I have a slight form of ADD. Hey, I've got a slight form of ADD, but let's head this way. And then, by moving around and not being at a table, like, well, what's the price? Well, I don't have my price book on me. Well, you can give me a ballpark. I wish I could. A ballpark stadium sold for $640 million a couple of years ago. That's a ballpark. You have to know that if you don't give yourself that shot, you don't give yourself that capability to have the conversation and say, hey, I'm a true professional. Hey, I'm a pro, not a Joe. I'm not a Chuck in a truck. You called me. You wanted my help, right? I have professional services that I can offer for you in whatever meaningful way that you're going to do this. You have to figure out your own version of a walk and talk. You have to figure out how you're going to have this conversation. There you go. Buyer's playbook. Let's just get to the point. 9 times out of 10, it's a dude. 9 times out of 10, it's about the price. They've probably talked to somebody else. Which is fine. That's great. But in their mind, what you have to offer, just because it says one thing on the internet, is what everybody else has to offer, which is not true. You got 1 of 3 things to do from here. Just 1 of 3. Find the subscribe button. click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.